everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today I have a chilling story for you. One that mixes mystery, suspense, and a little bit of fear. As you listen, I want you to imagine every detail and think about what you would do if you were in this situation. And don't forget, answer the questions I'll ask you during the story in the comments below. Ready? Let's begin. It was a cold Friday night in November. The wind was blowing hard, and the trees outside were shaking. Emma was walking home from work. She usually takes the bus, but that night she decided to walk. The street lights were flickering and the road was almost empty. Halfway home, she noticed an old house at the end of the road. The windows were dark and the paint was peeling. She remembered that when she was a child, people said it was haunted. Question 1. Have you ever seen a house that looked haunted? What did it look like? As she walked closer, she thought she saw a shadow in one of the windows. But when she blinked, it was gone. She told herself it was just her imagination. Emma kept walking, but the sound of footsteps started following her. She stopped. The footsteps stopped. She turned around. No one was there. She started walking again, faster this time. The footsteps began again, matching her pace. Her heart was pounding. When she reached the gate of the old house, the footsteps stopped completely. She felt drawn to the house as if something, or someone, wanted her to go inside. Question 2. Would you go inside, or would you keep walking? Emma pushed the rusty gate open. It made a loud screech. She stepped into the front yard. The grass was overgrown and broken branches covered the ground. She walked up the stairs and touched the cold metal doorknob. It turned easily. The door creaked open and a gust of cold air hit her face. Inside, the air smelled of dust and mold. She could hear the faint sound of water dripping somewhere. As she stepped into the hallway, the floorboards groaned under her feet. Suddenly, she heard a voice whisper her name. She froze. Question 3. What would you do if you heard your name in an empty house? She followed the voice into a room at the back of the house. The walls were covered in old faded wallpaper. In the corner, there was a rocking chair moving slowly back and forth, even though no one was sitting in it. Emma's phone buzzed in her pocket. It was a message from her friend. "Where are you? Don't go near that house." Her hands started shaking. She turned to leave, but the door slammed shut behind her. She searched for another way out and noticed a small wooden box on the table. She opened it and found an old photograph. In the picture, there was a family standing in front of the same house, but one of the faces was hers. Her mind was spinning. How could she be in a photo taken decades ago? Question 4. How would you react if you found yourself in an old photograph? While she was staring at the photo, she heard the footsteps again, this time inside the room. She turned around and saw a figure standing in the corner. It was tall, wearing a black coat, and its face was hidden in shadow. The figure took one slow step toward her. She dropped the photo and ran to the window. It was stuck. She pushed harder, and finally, it opened. She climbed out and ran down the street without looking back. The wind was still blowing, but she didn't hear the footsteps anymore. And that's the story of the house at the end of the road. Do you think Emma will ever go back to that house? What do you believe the shadowy figure was? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more chilling tales, and share it with a friend who loves scary stories. Remember, every week we post a new story to keep you entertained. and maybe keep you awake at night. Thanks for listening and see you in the next one.